everyone, and welcome to The Legend of Grimrock with me, Dean. So, let's get started. The Legend of Grimrock is a dungeon crawler. Don't worry if you don't know what that means. It just means that you are a regular person and not a freak like me. But, since most of you probably don't know what a dungeon crawler is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's you and possibly even a team of people, like in this case, going through a dungeon, fighting lots of monsters and bad guys, trying to get your way out. So, new game. Now, you always want to create character and don't change the difficulty, unless you're going down to easy. Because I can't even handle this game on normal, it's so difficult. So, apply, and I already know... I can explain this. Now, I've already played a little bit of this game, so I know the first little bit of the puzzles. So, this is going to take about 6 minutes or so the video is going to be about 26 minutes to account for that, but it won't be a really big deal. So, let's just call him Dean, because I totally look like that. Okay. Now, you want to have two fighters. Your first two need to be fighters, and the other two should probably be a rogue and then a mage. That's just the best kind of team. That's just the team that works best. Okay, so, traits. You get a whole list of traits, but no matter which character you have, you always want to do skilled and then something else. Skilled is the best trait. You always want to have it. But for this one, I think I'm going to do tough. And let's see. Just put 2 on this, and then everything else on swords. Okay, and strength. These are skill points, but these are like statistics or stats. So, strength is the most important for a warrior. Okay, that's good. And, alright, next character, Minotaur, fighter, again, because you always want to have at least one. Okay, the attack power is +3 for each spell carry. Nah, let's just do aggressive. Skilled, of course. So let's get 2 onto armor and put 2 onto masons. Lots of strength, lots of dexterity. Alright, that's good. Give me a good name. Most of the names they give you are really terrible. Umrel. That one wasn't too bad. U-M-R-E-L. Okay, new prisoner. Now, the prisoner thing will be explained shortly, don't worry. Okay, Lizard Man, they're the best rogues. Traits, or skilled, because what else would you do? And let's do agile, not athletic, agile. We don't really need to worry about, missile weapons for now, but later on it's gonna be awesome. Let's put everything into assassination. Actually, no, we need to save up for when we do get missile weapons, which are basically just bow and arrow or crossbows, so 2 here. Give me a good name. Good enough. Alright, dexterity is the most important for a, rogue, followed by strength and then vitality. Okay, that's done. Last prisoner, insectoid, mage. Did I pick rogue? Good, I did. Mage. Again, skilled, and aura, because that gives us more energy that we can use to cast spells. Now, there's all these different types of magic, 4 elements, except for they've replaced water with ice for whatever reason. Now, fire magic is okay, earth magic and ice magic are rubbish. Air magic is where you want to be. Air magic is the best, by far. Always go for air magic. It is the best. And willpower is the most important thing for mage. You don't need strength at all, really. And let's go with this one, and let's generate a good name. Any good ones? Not really. Sometimes the random name generators are just give you just these awful names like this. Sobwin? How do you even pronounce that? Some of these are just like ridiculous. Farwern, Maui, Umaymon. See, they're just like absolutely ridiculous. Zasa. We'll do that one just because we can. And because we're wasting time. So, I think we're good. Start game. Alright, awesome. So, Mount Grimrock. What an awful looking place. Okay, so, a towering spire looms above the clouds, a weathered rock that has stood tall for ages, longer than the history of men have been written. It is a desolate place now, only remembered when things or people need to be discarded and forgotten. An airship struggles to gain altitude as it floats toward the peak. That's us up there. Four prisoners bound by heavy chains emerge from the ship. The court accuses them of terrible treasonous deeds, but by the grace of the king, their crimes shall be forgiven atop Mount Grimrock. But grace in quotation marks. Their final trial is at hand. Numerous prisoners have received their pardons here, yet none have returned to live their life in freedom. They are at the very top of the world, and below them only darkness and justice awaits. Well, that's rude. Just push us down a hole. As they are plunged down the open maw at the peak, their crimes are absolved. Everyone before them has perished in the guts of the mountain. But will you be able to lead them through the dark and to freedom that awaits at the base of Mount Grimrock? I think we will. So basically... Oh, well, The Legend of Grimrock. Great game, highly recommend getting it. It covers a lot of genres. Really good game. Alright, so... The whole deal with this is that the four prisoners, our dream team, so to speak here, they're all criminals, they've all committed crimes, and have been thrown down here by the king. And the deal is, if we survive, we are free of our crimes and can go on and do whatever we want. So, let's go. Choose your fate. Perish in the cell or pick up the torch. Well, I don't fancy perishing, so I think I'll pick up the torch. Okay. Now, it's good to pick up a few torches here right at the start, because you need them later on, and also the torches burn out eventually, and without them, yeah, you can't see anything. Okay. Awesome. A mace. Or a cudgel, actually, is what it's called. Okay. Tunic and breeches. Now, if it seems like I'm going through this part really fast, it's because I have played this beginning bit. Let's give you the shirt and you the pants. Okay. Get another one of these. And pull the lever to open the door. Okay. Rock. What do you think we do with this? Click. Okay. Now, the puzzles in this game, some of them are really easy. But the general thing with these puzzles is that they're really hard to figure out what you need to do. But they're really easy to actually do, for the most part. Not all of them, but for the most part, that's a good rule of thumb. Okay. Can't go that way yet. We need a key. Loose rock. Now, you get a lot of these things. If you're not good at picking out, like, little itty-bitty things, then don't play this game because they're everywhere. Like this. Click. So if you can't spot something like that, like right away, then I wouldn't recommend playing this game because it's full of stuff like that. Okay. Ba-doom. Hello. Ooh, another torch. Okay. Now that is a killer snail, which is the first mob that we will encounter in the game. Now this is how you cast spells. You right-click on the glowing hand, and there's a list of runes that you can pick from. You pick different combinations of them, and then click this little magic ball here. Boom. So, shock. It's the new spell we just got. It's pretty awesome. Now, the drawback of air magic is that while it does the most damage of all of them, it takes up the most magic points. Okay. So... I'll take the boots, and you can take the pants. Oh, you already have the pants. Well then, in that case, we'll switch out. I'll take the pants. You take the shirt, and those pants, and I'll take this. Awesome. Alright, let's do it. I think this is where we're supposed to go. You press tab to open up the map, and without this thing, without the map, the game is impossible, basically. You get lost so quickly that it would be ridiculous. Okay. Get my shock spell ready. Now, you're noticing that I'm never staying in front of these guys. It's because I'm trying to kite them around. And kiting is basically what you do when you're just running around and trying not to get hit by them, but moving close enough to them to where you can actually do damage. Now, some people use this as just a strategy anyway, but you have to use it in this game, because almost every mob in this game is easily capable of killing you if you just stand toe-to-toe with it, which is why you need to kite. Which means that the worst thing ever in this game to happen to you is if you get caught in a corner like this, where if, like, the monster was where I'm standing and then I back into here, I can't go anywhere, and so I'm screwed and there's no way I can get out of there. But at this stage of the game, there's really no mobs that are, like, extremely difficult to kill, or there's nothing that we really need to be worrying about, but, you know. Never hurts to be too careful, you know. Okay, so a loincloth. Let's give that to you, unless... Yeah, we'll give that to you. Sandals. Baked maggot. Delicious. And, okay, so... Got sandals. I already have some sandals, so let's give that to the Minotaur. Okay. This way, I think. Yes. Now, if I'm not mistaken... Okay, I am. The puzzle that I'm referring to doesn't happen till way later. So, to close the pit, something needs to fly. Now, this is, of course, really easy puzzles because it's right at the start of the game. So, you know, they have to ease you into it. But, don't worry, it gets really hard, really quick. You see how there's all this nice mossy stone here? Once the mossy stone fades away, so does the knowledge of my knowledge of this game. Once this becomes really nice cut stone, I have absolutely no idea about anything in the game, except for that it gets much harder and that I have much less chance of surviving. Okay. Throw the rock over here. We gotta flip this lever. Ooh. Ooh, that... Didn't remember there being two. But that's okay. Lol, gotcha. You should always use things like that if you can, because unless you're looking for loot or something like that, but at this stage we don't really need anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Although I should probably check our food. Yeah, we're okay for right now. Pick up the rock. Nothing back here. Ooh, awesome. Now, Scroll of Fireburst, which these scrolls tell you how to do certain spells, but I already know all the really important ones, which are the air ones. Okay. Evasion, we want to give that to you, and give this... Hold on. Oh, willpower -1? No, we're not going to do that. Because we need willpower for our mage. It's the most important thing about him. Okay. Come on. Can't wait till we get better weapons, because these are pretty abysmal. Come on. I hope I don't make the mistake that I always do with this puzzle, which is, like, if I move the rock, or, like, oh, crap. I'm cornered. Oh, get him. Oh, whew. Not a big deal. We would have killed him anyway. Now, I hope I do this right, because if I don't... Okay, good. There's always something where I, like, try and take the rock back, or some crap like that, and the door closes on me, and it's not good. Okay. Oh, I should probably have gone here first. So, heal my sight, which obviously means you're supposed to put something in those eyes, which is, in our case, gems. Didn't mean to go that far. The controls in this game are a little bit wonky, but you get used to it pretty quick. Anybody home? Oof. I don't remember those guys being here. Not this early in the game. So this is the second mob that we will encounter, which are these little mushroom people. And there's actually a boss fight with them later in the game. And, oh, what an awful boss fight. It took me, like, 5 or 6 tries before I killed them. We're out of energy. And like I said, there's that drawback of having the air magic, is that it always takes so much mana. Ooh, no. Ooh, almost cornered ourselves. Oh my gosh, there's like 4 of them in there. Okay. Now this is one of the few times where having like fire magic would be handy, because these guys like disintegrate so fast under fire magic. But lightning magic is still, overall, the best. Come on. Ooh. Don't want to get hit. Health regenerates really slowly in this. Unless you sleep, which we'll talk about whenever we need to sleep. Which, sleeping regenerates your health really quickly, as well as your magic points. Or your energy, or whatever you want to call it. But, you can also get these weird collective dreams, and we'll talk about that when we get there. But, being asleep makes you vulnerable to attack by monsters, so if you're not, like, in a locked-off room, then, you can easily be attacked. Okay, time to feed the party. Okay. Now, the insectoids don't need to eat as much for whatever reason. Grab this real quick. Now, you want to keep these grim caps, I think is what they're called, for later, because I've heard that there's some sort of like a potion that they're used for, but I don't know. Do we have enough mana for that? No, we don't. Too bad. That would have been really cool if we had finished him off right there. Oh, we seriously need some better weapons. But unfortunately, none really come for a while. Oh, there's our gem. Actually, I think there might be, like, secret doors here or something that, Ooh, yes. Now, we can't use tar beads till later, once we get a pestle and mortar and, some alchemy flasks. Okay. Now, these are much easier to spot than those little loose rocks, but, still, you always need to be paying attention. Okay. This opened up a secret room back here. Secret found. Okay, so we got a dagger. Instead of just a pitiful little knife now, we actually have a dagger. Oh, don't we want these to go to you. Now, I'm keeping the knife, the actual little crappy knife, with me for a while, because... Now, was there any? Always gotta make sure that you check for everything. And that was a complete waste of time, because all that did was close the thing. Just making sure there's nothing else in here. Okay. Keep going too far. The controls in this game sometimes make you do that, because if I press W once, I move forward 1 square. So sometimes if you just like hold it down, it can get a little obnoxious. Oh! I do not remember that, and that scared the crap out of me. Oh, I am sorry. Jeez. I don't remember these guys being in here till way later. However, that's a good thing, because, when he dies, he'll drop that shield, and, as well as a spear, which is awesome. And spears are cool, because they enable, people in the back row, like our rogue and our mage, but mainly our rogue, to attack with melee from the back row, which is going to be really cool, especially, like, when we run out of, throwing weapons like we did there. Okay. We got a spear. Okay, that's good. And we can keep the rocks around for puzzles. Okay, now these are iron doors. And actually, I think I will end the video in a second, because this is a nice waypoint to end at. Now, these are iron doors. Now, these scrolls here just explain what they are, and they're not really, I don't need to read those. So iron doors have really awesome rewards behind them that they're always worth checking out. Now this one's super easy to figure out because you just press both the buttons and voila. But most of the other puzzles are much more difficult. But Whitewood Wand. Can I not? The heck? What is it? Oh, it requires Spellcraft 1. Oh, wow, that's lame. That means we're not going to be able to... Yeah, the magical staff is a powerful weapon when wielded by a mage. Oh, our torch is burning out, but we have plenty others, and we can actually just replace it with the one on the wall. Now, this is a save crystal. Now, what these do is, opposed from just saving in-game, like pressing escape to open up the menu and saving from there, this will automatically save and restore everybody to full health and full energy and full everything. And these have saved me in a lot of occasions. So, they will eventually regenerate. They'll start glowing again, and we can use them again. They're not just like one-time uses. But these guys get further and further away from each other once we get farther into the game, and they become much more valuable to us. And I think it's a good point to end the game out with the first save crystal. So, thanks so much for watching. I will post another video as soon as I can, and I will see you then. So, bye.